Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official weigh-in for Land of the Brave. A great night of championship boxing tomorrow from Ovo Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Riyadh Season, 32 Red, That Prize Guy, Unibet, and Global Next Trade. A big thanks to those great sponsors. It will be broadcast live worldwide on DAZN, and tickets can be purchased through ticketmaster.co.uk. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the weigh-in process started. Our first two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Moana para Brazil, a veteran of 32 professional bouts. Here is Jonatas de Oliveira. $140.1 for Jonatas de Oliveira. Now we will welcome to the scale from Foldhouse, Scotland. He had a stellar amateur career, and now tomorrow he makes his professional boxing debut. Let's welcome Lightning Reese Lynch. $141.6 for Lightning Reese Lynch. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super bantamweight contest. We will first welcome to the scale from Kilmarnock, Scotland. He has 2 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Dylan Nixon. $127.4 for Dylan Nixon. And now we welcome to the scale from Shotts, Scotland, undefeated with 7 wins, 4 of his 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Marcus Sutherland. $127.3 for Marcus Sutherland. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 6-round super bantamweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale from Glasgow, Scotland. He has 18 professional bouts to his credit. Let's welcome Tony Morton. 134.6 for Tony Morton. Now to the scale from Stirling, Scotland, undefeated with 4 wins. 1 win coming by way of knockout. Here is Lee Welsh. 133.1 for the undefeated Lee Welsh. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Lima, Callao, Peru. He brings a professional record consisting of 18 wins, 18 defeats, 1 draw, with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Cesar Ignacio Paredes. 134 for Cesar Ignacio Paredes. Now to the scale with a professional record of 9 wins, just 1 defeat, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the fighting pride of Perth, Scotland. Here is Luke Beebe. 135.3 for Luke Beebe. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round lightweight contest.
Face off there, boys.
Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round light heavyweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale from Camden Town, London, England. He is a veteran of 71 professional bouts. Here is Robbie, the Camden Caretaker Chapman. 171 for Robbie, the Camden Caretaker Chapman. Now we welcome to the scale from Edinburgh, Scotland. He had a stellar amateur career, becoming a 4-time national champion. And now tomorrow, he makes his professional boxing debut. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Alex Arthur Jr. 171 for Alex Arthur Jr. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round light heavyweight contest. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round super lightweight contest. Let's first welcome to the scale, coming to us from Colon City, Panama. He has a professional record of 4 wins and 5 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Samir Cuentas. 144 for Samir Cuentas. And now let's welcome from Washington in the northeast of England. He is undefeated now as a professional with 3 wins. 2 of his 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He is a 2020 Olympian. Let's welcome Luke McCormick. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super welterweight contest. Let's first welcome, coming to us from Buenos Aires, Argentina, a veteran of 25 professional bouts. Here is Ezequiel Gregores. $150 for Ezequiel Gregores. Now we welcome to the scale from Glasgow, Scotland, undefeated with 3 wins. One of his 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Drew White Sugar Limond. $148.8 for Drew White Sugar Limond. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round super welterweight contest.
Face off, boys, face off.
Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It is a middleweight contest for the vacant BBB of C Scottish Area Championship. Let's first welcome from right here, Glasgow, Scotland, undefeated with 5 wins. 3 of his 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Reese Bam Bam Porter.
Here we go, this one, a lot of people in this auditorium have come for this one. Big fight, Scottish middleweight title fight. It's going to be a good one, this.
Yeah, I think it will be.
159.4
We've got a title fight that isn't even making the TV, which is good. That shows you the quality of the 4 fights we have on the main event. But this is a good fight. Aston Brown was a really good amateur at one point and meant to do things as a pro. Hasn't lived up to the reputation yet. But this is an opportunity for him to kind of get himself back
Scotland,
in the mix.
Undefeated with 7 wins, 2 of his 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Batman Aston Brown.
I don't know what these 2 guys are saying, but I don't imagine they're saying they're going to be world champions at any point. But a British title, there's nothing to be kind of scoffed at winning a British title. That's fine. It's a good level. And I imagine once you win an area title, like a Scottish area title, that should be the next step.
159.6.
Yeah, both of these guys look in great shape. Again, as Carl mentioned, this one won't be on the main card. It will be the last fight on the prelims. So you're probably looking at a ring walk around 6 o'clock for these guys. But you know what? It starts at 4. Tune in at 4 because there are so many good fights. All right, let's see if we get a little tasty face-off between these 2. I feel like this one might be a bit spicy because of the crowd.
I'm getting that vibe too, Addy. Let's see.
I love when fighters do this. They know the fighter's waiting. You've done this a few times, Carl. I've watched you, and you keep them waiting. You put your socks on as slow as possible.
It's especially at home for me. Anyway, in Belfast, this is my turn. This is my show. You can wait on me. That was my opinion.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest in the middleweight division for the vacant BBBOC Scottish Area Championship.
There we go. I like it. A little jibber jabber between the 2.
I like that. I think I'm no lip reader, but I think the first words out of Aston Brown's mouth was, "I'm going to smash you." Yeah. So the boys are up for it. This will be good.
I believe we are going to hear from both. Dev is on the stage. There you go, Dev. Fantastic. Let's hear from both fighters.
Okay, let's grab a word with both fighters. Let's start with Reese Porter. What did he say to you? What did you say to him? I saw a lot of gesturing up there.
Oh, he's nervous, mate. He's nervous. That's what it is. He's nervous.
You feel he looks nervous to you?
I think so, mate. Pressure's on him, mate. His career's over after this, so I'm ready to go and do the business.
That Scottish middleweight title is on the line. This is getting real now. How does it feel?
Feels good, mate. Feels good to be here, especially in a big show. So I'm ready to go and do the business.
Prediction to all these fans?
Oh, chin him. Easy. Easy.
Best of luck. Okay, well that's one prediction. Let's hear from Aston Brown, who I'm sure has his own views. What was you saying to each other up there?
Just that he's getting knocked clean out in tomorrow night, mate. Standard. There's levels to this game. And I'll show it tomorrow night. I'll knock these people clean out.
Okay, Aston Brown, one final thing. He's made it pretty clear he's going to chin you, though, but you've got every confidence.
No, 100%, mate. He's going to sleep. Tomorrow night, he's going to sleep.
Best of luck, Aston Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the WBA Continental and Vacant Commonwealth Cruiserweight Championships. We will first welcome the challenger from East Kilbride, Scotland. His professional record, 13 wins, 3 defeats, 10 of his 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome David, the real deal, Jimison.
There we go, David Jimison. You heard Thomas Triber there say 3 defeats, but you look down the record, I mean, he's only losing to really good fighters. Mikhail Lowell, Chef Clark, when Chef Clark was coming through. I mean, he can fight. We know where his level is.
Yeah.
I guess we don't know where Alloy's level is.
No, we don't know yet, but we have an idea of where his level is, and we think it's maybe a little bit further than this.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a lot of potential and really good fighter. But we'll, like there's so many fights in this card, I think we'll know a lot about him after.
And now let's welcome the defending champion, coming to us from London, England. He brings a professional record of 9 wins, just 1 defeat. 8 of his 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning and defending WBA Continental Cruiserweight Champion, Alois the Animal Jr.
I don't mind it. I like what he's trying to do here. You know, sometimes you have to play the villain.
That's went down like a lead balloon. No, that one.
It didn't work, did it? Yeah, look, he wanted a reaction that he didn't really get. He was like, come on, shout and boo me. Didn't really get it. Look, Alois, I mean, he's built like a tank. But it's not just about power, he can box as well.
Yeah, he can box, really good fighter, really dangerous and powerful, explosive game as well. I mean, he took a tough fight on his debut at a very short notice, which he lost. But I think because of that, he's actually got more credit. I think he's a very good talent.
Yeah, and the cruiserweight division is full of, like, you know, the stepping stones. There are so many good cruiserweights in the country, so it's not hard to match the winner of this one. The winner can go on and have really good fights.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the cruiserweight division globally is really hot, but you know, just to get out of Britain alone, it takes a really good fighter. So I think that's what Alois Jr. will be looking to do. But Jameson will be looking to kind of upset that and put himself in the mix for big fights.
Yeah, it's a really good fight. Obviously, Alois Jr. in that Ben Davison camp alongside Moses the Talma, Fabio Ward. You can only imagine the sparring he's getting from those guys.
I mean, success breeds success. It's a bit of a cliche, it's an old saying, but when you have so many talented fighters around you in the one spot, of course you're going to improve and you're going to benefit. I know the boys don't like to spar each other too much and they always bring outside sparring in, but when you've got fighters like Moses and everybody else in that gym all performing like they do, yeah, it's going to bring you on.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest for the WBA Continental and Vacant Commonwealth Cruiserweight Championships.
What's Jameson got here? 2 or 3 inches in height? He's got to use that reach as well.
He's got a fair bit in height, and he does have to use that. And Alois Jr., again, like we said, he's very explosive, and he'd be looking to get close, but Jameson's got to use his height. But
That
brave,
was like,
brave
that's like
Scotsman.
a handshake that's not a friendly handshake.
Yeah, it's not. It was. Both boys are up for it. Jameson, by the way, he's had that beard trim. I've never seen a beard like that in my life. I don't know if I like it or not.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure either yet, but I won't say it to his face. All right, let's hear from him. Dev's with David Jameson.
Okay, David Jameson, that was quite a stern sort of handshake at the end there. What's going on up there with Alois Jr.?
We only do stern today, Dave, don't we? We only do stern. That's it. Stern from now on.
What have you made of Alois in the build-up? I saw you walk past each other outside. He said a few things, you said a few things. What have you made of him?
Listen, there's been a bit of back and forth in the build-up. It's all just jovial nonsense. I said that at the press conference yesterday. I says, I'm not about this. I'm too long in the tooth. I'm 33. My mum's watching this. My grand's watching this. I'm not going to get into a back and forth and start swearing and things like that. Let's just get in here on Saturday night and I'll deal with him.
Tell everyone here what's going to happen on Saturday night.
I'm going to knock him clean out.
Well, that's David Jameson. Let's hear from the man wearing an England shirt. Are you playing the villain, Alois?
I am who I am. If you don't like me, it's all good. If you don't like me, it's all good. I'm Alois Jr., baby.
What are you making of your opponent? I've seen you walk past each other a couple of times, said a few things. What are you making of it all?
Look, I respect him as a man, but on fight night, I'm gonna fuck him up.
No more questions. Alois Jr. Let's hear it for Alois Jr. Our next two fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest. It will be for the vacant WBC Silver Featherweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale from Edinburgh, Scotland. His professional record consists of 15 wins, just 1 defeat, 1 draw, 11 of his 15 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former EBU European champion and current WBC International Featherweight champion, Lightning Lee McGregor.
Really looking forward to this one, Cole. I was in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for Lee McGregor versus Isaac Lowry's first real fight at that weight class. And at times I thought he looked really good. At times I thought he struggled a little bit. But I almost feel like he's here now. He's now a fully fledged featherweight, and I expect him to do really good things.
Yeah, look, he's a quality fighter, and I think both boys are actually
And now let's
really well matched here.
From
looking forward to a good fight.
Undefeated with 16 wins, 7 of his 16 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the undefeated former British Commonwealth and EBU European Silver Featherweight champion, Nathaniel the Nightmare Collins.
Looks a bit tight on the scales. I mean, look, you're going to be tight on the scales making the featherweight division, but he does look a bit tight.
He looks extremely tight. I'm hearing rumours that Lee McGregor is actually a little bit tight on the scales. But looking at both of them, it looks like I'm going to as a big statement. I don't think I've ever seen anyone as lean as Nathaniel Collins has been. It's got to be difficult for him to make that weight. He's so lean.
Yeah, very. On the juices straight away. As soon as he steps off the scales, immediately just getting all the electrolytes down him. But again, it's a fight that's going under the radar and could be the fight
really
of the night.
Under the
Two
radar.
guys that, obviously, look, we know who the king of the division is in this country. That's Nick Bull.
Yeah, but we want to find out who the king of Scotland is in this division, and we'll find out here tomorrow.
Indeed.
Tomorrow night.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest for the vacant
there is
WBC
nothing
Silver
on Nathaniel Collins right now, is there?
Zero. I mean, I literally, I've never. He's got to be sub 4% body fat.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Insane to the point where it's dangerous.
But potentially, I mean, look, I don't know. It could be, but I'll be able to tell you tomorrow night.
Yeah. But really good fight here. WBC Silver Featherweight strap out for grabs. Again, really hot division, not just domestically, but worldwide. It's a fantastic division. And both of these guys want those big fights worldwide.
Yeah, and this is a really good fight. Look, both of these guys aren't far away from fighting for big titles, and the winner of this, I think, in the next 1 or 2 fights after that, should get a shot at a big title.
All right, let's hear from Lee McGregor first. He's with Dev Sani.
Okay, Lee McGregor, firstly, this is such an incredible fight for you to be involved with. Look at the crowd here, they've really turned up. What are you feeling right now?
Just buzzing, you know, this is what we're in this game for, to be involved in the biggest fights, and that's what me and Nathaniel are going to do on Saturday. We're going to put on a hell of a show for everyone.
There's been so much respect between both of you in the build-up, both family men. What's going to separate you on fight night?
I just feel like I've prepared better. You know, I wanted more. I've worked my whole life for this moment. There's no chance. I've been through too much. And I'm bringing that belt back home to my daughter, as simple as that. And he'll be doing the same. So that's why everyone's going to be so excited for the fight.
What do you want to tell all these people?
Just tune in. It's going to be exciting.
Okay, Lightning Lee McGregor. Let's head to the nightmare. Hey, the guys on commentary, they were talking about your body fat percentage. How on earth do you look like that? How do you feel on the scale?
Mate, I'm good. I'm so happy. I'm so made it easy, made it perfectly. First time being back here in a while, so aye, mate, I'm good. Best shape I've ever been in.
And it's a big, big fight. It's by far the toughest opponent of your career so far. What are you seeing when you're looking at Lee McGregor?
My toughest opponent in my career so far, I just see a guy standing in front of me in world titles, and that's it. There's nothing else. It's no bad blood. It's no nothing. It's just a guy standing in front of me, strictly business, and afterwards we'll shake hands and we'll go home, and that's it.
Could you just tell everyone here what's going to happen tomorrow night?
A Nathaniel Collins masterclass is going to happen.
Best of luck. Thank you, Nathaniel Collins. What a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, the big boys of boxing will be in action tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the WBO Intercontinental and WBA International Heavyweight Championships. Let's first welcome the challenger, coming to us from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, USA. He brings a professional record of 21 wins, just 1 defeat, 16 of his 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is Mike Silverback Balogun.
1 defeat, that was to Murat Gassiev, and that was an early stoppage. Former American footballer, turned boxer. The power's there. You heard his record: 21 wins, 16 of those by knockout.
Yeah,
he carries that big right hand all the time.
Yeah, he's a puncher and he's dangerous. You know, in the heavyweight division, if you can punch, you're always dangerous in a fight. And but it's a good test for Moses. Only been beaten once and stopped early. I imagine Gassiev, a very, very hard puncher. Moses will be looking to do it even quicker than him. And maybe the first round job.
From Chatham, Kent, England, he is the defending champion, bringing an undefeated record with 11 wins. 9 of his 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the reigning and defending WBO Intercontinental and WBA International Heavyweight Champion, Moses Essuman.
I'm intrigued to see what Moses' weight was. He was 249 pounds against Dempsey McKean, and I thought they're still trying to find the perfect weight for him.
Yeah, he's fluctuated a little bit, isn't it? So he's heavier again. But he looks good. Maybe, you know, he doesn't look like he's fat or out of shape or anything. Maybe he's just grown. We got to remember he's still a young boy, and he still hasn't really developed yet as an adult, and that's a scary thought process, actually.
It's frightening to know he's only 20 still. And I guess we're already excited about what could happen the next 12 to 18 months, but let's not get past or look past this banana skin on Saturday.
Tomorrow,
one fight at a time, Addy, but this kid has the world at his feet. He lives a life. He's very knowledgeable. He studies boxing, he watches it, and we all know he can really, really fight. I think he's going right to the top.
Does he fight for a world title next year?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
Okay, one more then. Does he win a world title next year?
Well, it depends who the opponent is. He's every chance that he can do it, but even if he doesn't, he's still young enough to come again.
Yeah. Honestly, fantastic prospect. I keep saying prospect, he's no longer a prospect. He's just that guy now, isn't he? But in front of him is Mike Balogun. Let's hear from him with Dev Sani.
Well, Mike Balogun, you've just faced off with what many are calling the future of boxing. What did you see? Did you see anything special?
I seen what he seen from me, somebody who ready to go.
How are you going to get this done tomorrow night?
Accuracy, determination. Simple.
And how much would a win change your life?
It changes everything. It changes everything for the American heavyweight division and the division in its entirety.
Best of luck to you, Mike Balogun.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's hear from Moses Itama. I'll tell you what, Moses, Scotland have made a bit of noise for you. Do you want to say something to these guys?
Do you know what? I appreciate every single one of you's coming out. Obviously, everyone's here to watch the main event, and obviously the other Scottish fighters. I'm going to try and make a quick one, try to dust Mike Balogun up and, you know, do my job.
There's been a lot of chat this week about future opponents. He could fight this guy, he could fight that guy, but you've got to keep focused on the job, right?
Listen, I think it's very disrespectful to name, look, he's ready, he's pumped up, shadow boxing. I think it's very disrespectful to name other fighters when I've got a serious contender like Matt Balogun in front of me. So, like I said, I'll do a job and send him on the way home.
This is one final one. Over the years, we've seen Frank Bruno, Mike Tyson, Anthony Joshua put on great statements here in Glasgow. What are you going to do?
Now it's Moses Itama.
He's back tomorrow night, Moses Itama. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event tomorrow, live worldwide on DAZN. It is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it'll be for the vacant WBO Global Welterweight Championship. Let's first welcome to the scale from Nottingham, England. He brings a professional record of 21 wins, just 1 defeat, 8 wins, coming by way of knockout. He is the former British, English, and Commonwealth champion and former WBO European and WBC International Silver Welterweight champion, Ekow, the Engine Essuman.
Ekow Essuman looks like he's about to enter a Mr. Olympia competition. I mean, look at the shape of that.
He's always in great shape, isn't he?
36 as well.
36. But he lives the life. Ekow lives the life, trains hard, dedicated boxer, and that's the way to do it, isn't it? And he's got a big opportunity to really kind of showcase his talents and show people what he's all about.
There is a title on the line. The title's just a trinket here. It kind of means nothing for what these guys are both wanting.
And now let's welcome,
it's a winner stays on.
That's it, pretty much. Winner stays on. I mean, probably a defeat, especially if you're George Taylor, a defeat at this stage of your career is probably the end, considering the heights that he's been at before. But really, really